Hi, my name is Maya, and I attract wild animals. Not pets, not friendly animals. I mean wild animals. Bears, coyotes, mountain lions, eagles, snakes. I even attracted a moose once. They follow me, approach me, and act completely unnaturally around me. I've been charged by animals 37 times, bitten 12 times, and clawed 6 times. I've caused 14 public evacuations because a wild animal showed up wherever I was. For 23 years, this gift destroyed my life. I couldn't go camping, hiking, or even walk through a park without something dangerous happening. But then I stopped running from it and started studying it. Now, I'm a wildlife biologist with 80 million followers, and I've discovered things about animal behavior that science didn't know were possible. If you want to see more of these incredible stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us so much to keep going. This all started the day I was born. Literally, my mom was in labor at a hospital in Missoula, Montana when a black bear walked into the parking lot. That's not normal behavior. Bears don't just wander into cities. Security tried to shoo it away, but it wouldn't leave. It sat right outside the maternity ward window for 4 hours. Just sitting there, staring. When I was born, it finally left. The nurses joked that bear was waiting for this baby. They had no idea how right they were. Growing up in Montana, wildlife encounters are pretty normal, but what happened to me wasn't. At age 3, I was playing in our backyard when a red fox walked right up to me. Foxes are shy, they run from humans. This one just walked up, sat down next to me, and stayed there for 20 minutes. My mom watched from the window, terrified. When she finally came out, the fox just calmly walked away. At age 5, a bald eagle landed on our car while we were driving. It just perched on the hood and wouldn't leave. We had to pull over and wait 30 minutes for it to finally fly away. Then, at age 7, I was at a petting zoo when all the animals rushed to my side of the fence. Goats, sheep, chickens, even the llama. They were crushing each other against the fence, trying to get to me. The staff had to pull me away. "Your daughter has quite a way with animals," they said. But it wasn't a way with animals. It was something else. At age 10, things got dangerous. I was camping with my Girl Scout troop in Glacier National Park. In the middle of the night, I woke up to breathing outside my tent. Heavy, deep, and close. I slowly opened the tent flap, and there was a grizzly bear, 2 feet from my face. It was just staring at me. Not aggressively, just staring. I froze. I couldn't scream, couldn't move. We stared at each other for what felt like hours, but it was probably 3 minutes. Then it sniffed, turned around, and just walked away. The scout leader found its tracks the next morning. "That bear walked past 20 other tents to get to yours," she said. "That's impossible." But it happened. At 12, a mountain lion followed me home from school. My neighbor saw it and called 911. Police came, wildlife officers came. They ended up tranquilizing it just 3 blocks from my house. The officer said, "Mountain lions avoid humans. This is extremely unusual." My mom just sighed and said, "You have no idea." They started asking questions, taking notes. One wildlife biologist suggested that some people emit pheromones or vibrations that attract animals. They did tests, blood tests, hormone tests, scent analysis, but they found nothing. I was completely normal, medically. Anyway, high school was a nightmare. I couldn't go to any outdoor events. Football games, bonfires, camping trips, something always showed up. My senior year at the homecoming game, a deer ran onto the field. It stopped, looked around, and then ran straight to me. Through the crowd, up the bleachers. People were screaming and scattering. It stopped right in front of me, staring. Security had to tackle it, and they evacuated the entire stadium. Everyone blamed me. Maya's curse struck again. "Don't invite Maya. She'll ruin it." I was like a Disney princess, but a dangerous one. I had no friends. I became depressed and isolated. My parents took me to therapists who thought I was just anxious and paranoid, but the bite marks and scars told a different story. At 18, I had a choice: go to college, somewhere far away, somewhere urban, and escape the wildlife. Or face it. I chose to face it. I enrolled at the University of Montana to major in wildlife biology. If animals were going to ruin my life, I might as well understand why. In my animal behavior class, I told my professor, Dr. Sarah Chun, everything, every incident, every impossible encounter. She listened without dismissing me. Maya, she said, this is extraordinary. If this is how it could rewrite what we know about human-animal interaction. If, I asked, you think I'm making this up? I think you believe it's happening, she said, but I need to see it to document it scientifically. So I said, fine, come camping with me, you'll see. We went to Yellowstone, just us, with cameras and recording equipment. Within 3 hours, a bull elk walked into our campsite and stared at me for 10 minutes. A family of raccoons surrounded my tent, not for food, but just watching me. And then a WOLF. A lone gray wolf came within 15 feet. Wolves never approach humans. Dr. Chun was speechless, filming everything. This is impossible, she whispered. The wolf wasn't afraid. It just sat down, tilted its head, and looked at me with pure curiosity. After 5 minutes, it howled and walked away. Dr. Chun's hands were shaking. Maya, I don't know what you are, she said, but you're not normal, and we need to study this. We spent the next 2 years documenting everything, and we discovered something incredible. My body emits a specific frequency of sounding free sound below the range of human hearing. Mine is constant, and it's at a frequency that animals interpret as non-threatening. I'm essentially broadcasting a signal that says, I'm not a predator, I'm safe. You can approach. To animals, I don't register as human. I register as neutral, curiosity-inducing. That's why they approach and stare. Our findings went viral in the scientific community, and that's how this channel began. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more. Sound of wind and distant animal calls. You know, for the longest time, I thought I was cursed. National Geographic wanted to interview me. Animal Planet even offered me my own show, Maya's Wild Encounters. The girl animals can't resist. But I hesitated. My whole life, this ... gift felt like a curse. Then, a researcher, Dr. Chun, told me something that changed everything. Maya, he said, you could teach the world about animal behavior in ways nobody else can. You have access that researchers dream of. So, I said yes. The show premiered when I was 23. It was wild. Each episode, we'd go to a new ecosystem, and I'd just ... wait. In the Amazon, a jaguar, one of the most elusive cats on Earth, walked within 10 feet of me. It was the closest footage ever captured of a wild jaguar peacefully approaching a human. In the African savannah, a whole pride of lions surrounded our vehicle. They ignored everyone else and just ... stared at me for 20 minutes. While diving near the Great Barrier Reef, sharks would circle me, not aggressively, but with this intense curiosity. The footage was unbelievable. Scientists from all over the world wanted to study me. But of course, with that came the online skeptics. It's fake. It's CGI. She's using bait. It was exhausting, constantly having to prove that this was real. And it wasn't without its dangers. In Alaska, while filming brown bears, one got too close. It charged. I ended up with a clawed shoulder and 16 stitches. My parents begged me to quit, but I couldn't, because I was learning things about animal behavior that nobody knew. We discovered that the infrasound frequency my body emits changes with my emotional state. When I'm calm, animals are curious. When I'm scared, some predators interpret that as prey behavior and become aggressive. This was the key. I learned to control my fear through meditation and breathing techniques. The encounters became safer, more predictable. My curse became a tool for conservation. I started helping researchers track endangered snow leopards in the Himalayas and elusive jaguars in Costa Rica. We got data in days that would normally take years. At 26, I started this YouTube channel to share it all with you. My first video, Why a Mountain Lion Followed Me, got 2 million views in a week. Now, this community has grown to 80 million subscribers. I've worked with the BBC and Discovery, published scientific papers, and helped develop new, non-invasive research methods. But more importantly, I'm not afraid anymore. For 23 years, I saw this as something that isolated and endangered me. Now, I see it as a gift, a responsibility, a bridge between our world and the natural one. People always ask, are you ever scared? And the answer is yes, every single time. These are powerful, unpredictable, wild animals, but I respect them, I understand them, and honestly, sometimes humans are scarier. Animals are honest. My message to anyone out there who feels different or strange is this: your difference might just be your superpower. The thing that makes you feel weird could be the exact thing the world needs. I spent so long wishing I was normal, but if I were normal, I wouldn't be here, sharing these incredible moments with you. My curse became my purpose. Yours can too. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It helps us so much to keep creating this content. My name is Maya, and I don't run from the wild anymore. I run to it. Remember, what makes you different might just make you extraordinary. I'll see you next week, hopefully with another wild friend.